how to sew these amazing scrunchies in just easy way. So I'm going to show you how you can sew this amazing scrunchie in different size on your own way. I have some here which I have smaller, bigger, and I mean in any size you want to, you can make one. And I'm going to show you how to do it in just a little bit. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and push the notification bell below. Be notified when I post a new video, and also make sure you like. That's the only thing I ask. Leave your comment down below. That way you can be part of my video anytime. See something new I have just made. So this is my scrunchies which I've been making, and if you want to buy some, you can get me on my website, which is on, you can just push the notification bell there, and or you can just push it and you see my website, which is on my YouTube. So you can buy some over there. I'm selling them in good price, so make sure you get some. I'll be glad to grow my own brand with my few stuff I make at home. So make sure you follow me by subscribing. And before I start talking too much, let's get started. So I'm folding my fabric into two. That way, I like I like my crunches being big. So as I say, I have different small sizes, so I still like my crunches to be more with more volume. So I'm going to measure um 10 centimeter 10 centimeter by I think I will do it 20, which will be like 4. No, I will do it like 25, which will be 50. So this is 25 by 10, but I like it bigger, so I will make it 12. So I'm going to measure 12 centimeter. That way I can cut my fabric. So this is 12, so I'm going to cut here. Which is 25, which is doubled. So as you can see, 25, this is 50 centimeter by 12 centimeter. So now we're going to the sewing machine, and I'm going to sew this. That way you can see how I make my scrunchie in just few steps. So first I'm going to see what is right, what is left. So I'm going to first, I like sewing this way first. After that, just really easy method which I really learned how to do it. I just going to put this together like this. That's why we I hope you can see what I'm doing. So I just set the camera that way you can see how I'm doing it. So I'm going to fold this I'm folding this over this. That way I can have this together and sew them. That way I can have both bodies nicely sewn without any complicated. So I'm going to start sewing, and you can see how I'll be pulling it together. I'll be pulling it out, that way I can sew it round. So now I'm just going to pull like this and continue sewing. So I had to set the camera differently, that way you can see what I was doing. So as I said, I was just putting this together, and the one inside, when I'm sewing, I just pull this out. That way I can continue sewing, and at the end of the time I don't have to really do a lot of work on putting the scrunchie together. This is the really easy method of sewing the scrunchies. Okay, that's how it's supposed to be. Now I'm just going to turn it around just by pulling, and here we go. We have our scrunchie, so which I'm going to put the elastic band. If you haven't really understood how I did it, I will do it again for you to see. So as I said, I'm doing it with another one. I'm doing another one. So I'm going to start. I'm going to sew it together. So this is a tiny one. So when you sew this, but you know, I've never done a tiny one, so I hope it's gonna work. I'm going to put this, the first part. I don't know if you can see. I hope you do. So this is just an example for you people to understand how I did this. So first, I'm going the inner one. I'm going to put them together like this, and then the outer part I'm going to put them together so that I can start sewing the outer part. And then this is going to give me the possibilities for me to pull while working on it. So the inner one, it's put together. The outer one is also together to sew, to start the beginning of sewing. I hope you understood what I'm trying to do. So it really took me also 2 to 3 times to try this for me to understand how it's been done. So when you reach here, you start pulling the inside part that way. You can continue sewing. This is really a tiny one, so but it's not really a big problem. It's a matter of techniques. You see how to know how to pull this. You see, you pull it and continue sewing. So I will continue sewing, pulling and sewing until you reach the beginning where you started sewing, you know. That way you know you've come to an end. I mean, the other one was a little brighter. It went really quick. But this one with the tiny one, I was just trying to show you example. That way you can understand what I was talking about. I don't want to pull you in again. I just want to pull you out. That way people, they can understand what I'm doing. Hello. Okay. Wow. Trying to give me a hard time here. Okay. If we need to do it really rough, we can do it. So now we continue sewing, and you see the tube is being formed until the end point where I really started sewing earlier. That way. If you're a beginner, please don't you try to make tiny ones first when you're doing these techniques, because it's a hell of a time to work faster. So you see now, without even doing a lot of here and there, you just find your tube, you have your scrunchie already, and then you have to go on your iron box, iron it, and then you continue. Let me just iron it a little bit. So as you know, the elastic band, we measure it normally like your wrist, like this. So but excuse me, but normally I make sure that they are like 20 centimeters. So I'm going to take my safety pin. I'm going to take my safety pin, and then I will use another pin here to secure this, that way it don't go through while I put this through. So secure, put the elastic band inside. I hope you're seeing what I'm doing. So, and then at the end I will come out over there and remove the safety pin, remove the pin, and then put this together. I can use the machine as well with a zigzag. So with that done, remove the rest, and then we're going to make sure this is our crunchy live, and I'm going to now to close this with the machine. So normal stitch, and then all right, it was just an example, so I did it with zigzag, but anyway. So this is our crunchy. I made it just for you to see example how to make a scrunchie. It's very nice, live, and I hope you love it. It's very, 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 very nice. So yeah, so let me just finish the small one, that way you can see as well. It was a pain in the yes, in the ass, because it was really a tiny one to make on this, but I mean, I'm sure it's gonna. So that is the last results for the burned crunchies. I hope you like it. Give the thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel.